Good afternoon from the National Weather Service office in Gaylord. Welcome to the latest hazardous weather briefing for eastern upper and northern lower Michigan. Today is Wednesday, April 17, 2013. An active period of weather is expected across northern Michigan over the next couple of days as a couple areas of low pressure will be working their way northeastward toward the region and will bring some widespread rainfall to the region, and some of the rainfall will be on the heavy side, especially across parts of northern lower Michigan. And with the precipitation that's already fallen so far this month, there have been a few areas of northern lower Michigan that have seen 200 to 300% of normal rainfall already so far for the month of April, and this is just going to add to that. The potential is certainly there for some river flooding, as many rivers are already running well above normal across northern lower Michigan. There's also the threat for some thunderstorms, mainly tonight through Thursday night. There is a chance that some of those storms could be on the strong side across parts of northern lower Michigan as we head into later tomorrow afternoon and probably early tomorrow evening. Here's a look at the current weather map. We find a stretched out frontal boundary extending from the mid-Atlantic states westward across the Ohio Valley and into the Central Plains states. We already see quite a bit of rainfall to the north of that boundary across the upper Midwest, with a very strong feed of warm, moist air coming up over that boundary, setting the stage for the showers and thunderstorms we see on this map. And that is all moving towards the northeast and will overspread northern Michigan this evening, and we'll continue to see rounds of showers and thunderstorms right on through the day on Thursday and into Thursday night as well, before a cold front comes in on Friday and shuts the precipitation off, at least the heavier precipitation. We will see some snow shower activity wrap back into the region for Friday night. Here's a forecast weather map for Thursday evening. We see low pressure forecast to be located over southern Wisconsin. That frontal boundary will be nudging northward up into central and northern parts of lower Michigan, and that will be the focus for continued shower and thunderstorm development. And then by Friday evening, that low pressure system will be well to the northeast of the Great Lakes. Winds will be turning around to the southwest and west, and will usher much colder temperatures into the region as we head into later Friday and into Friday night. And we will see some scattered rain and mixed rain and snow showers Friday afternoon, which will turn over to all snow showers Friday night as we get a nice little lobe of colder air coming in across the Upper Great Lakes region. So that means the lakes will be involved. And there could be some decent snow shower activity downstream of Lake Superior and Lake Michigan for a time Friday night. We could see a few areas in some of the traditional lake effect snow belts pick up a few more inches of snowfall before things wind down on Saturday. Here's a look at the precipitation total forecast for this event. This runs from tonight through Saturday afternoon. We see a very large area of greater than 2 to 3 inches of rain. The red area on this map depicts rainfall amounts in excess of 3 inches across much of southwest, central, and into parts of northern lower Michigan. So there is going to be quite a bit of rainfall with this, and again, that's going to be starting later on this evening. And with rivers already running high, locations that are in flood-prone areas, we'll need to keep an eye out for things, because we could see a fair bit of flooding out of this event going forward. And that flood threat, even though the precipitation threat will be winding down Thursday night, the chances for flooding will probably continue right on through Saturday, as a lot of that water has to make its way through the stream channels. Here is the Day 2 severe weather outlook. This is from the Storm Prediction Center in Oklahoma. And you see there is a slight risk for severe thunderstorms moving up towards the M32 corridor in northern lower Michigan. This will be primarily for tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, with a greater risk for significant wind damage and tornadoes farther south as you get into parts of Indiana, Illinois, and into the lower Mississippi River Valley. So again, the heavy rainfall threat is going to be the main issue the next couple of days. And with it, the expected threat for some flooding especially across northern lower Michigan, although most areas will probably see at least some threat. Although precipitation may be a little bit lighter, relatively speaking, across eastern upper Michigan. Areas that do still have a good bit of snowpack, especially across Chippewa County, there is quite a bit of water in that snowpack, and that's going to work its way into the river channels as well. So the threat for flooding will be pretty much across the entire region. Chance for thunderstorms as well, and the threat for some severe weather across parts of northern lower Michigan heading into tomorrow afternoon. So a fairly active pattern coming up over the next several days. We will not expecting any real dry weather until we get into Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. That concludes this hazardous weather briefing for this afternoon. Thank you for listening in. The next update is expected around 5 a.m. Thursday morning.